Greetings Indie Warriors, welcome to I Dream of Indie. Old Gamer Joe here with some quick gameplay impressions today of Honey, I Joined a Cult. Definitely not related to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, no Rick Moranis in this one. As this is an early access title, we won't be doing a full review, but I've spent about 2 hours with the game now, and one of those hours was mostly spent learning all of this simulation strategy game's intricate mechanics. Our story begins with Space Commander Charlie Fishnut's brainwashed town of strange individuals being raided. His cult is known as the Space Fish, and you can only assume he is the cult leader. With the operation being shut down, Charlie flees and decides to build up a new town of brainwashed zombies. Not literal zombies, just people that have been brainwashed. You'll begin the game by creating a leader, a name for your cult, creating a cultist, and then, of course, a holy room, which will be your place of worship, and, well, where you will con people out of money and warp their thoughts. You can change the way your characters look, as well as choose from various decorations. Now you'll begin running your cult, which is far more complex than I was expecting anyways. You are given a fairly large piece of property where you'll begin your building, and this is also where you start to learn how this game controls. You'll be using your mouse and keyboard for this one. I suppose you could use a controller, but there is no native support as of this time anyways. The WSD keys will move the camera about, and you can also click in the middle mouse button to do so. You can also zoom in and out on your screen, which is going to come in handy as your cult village gets rolling. In Honey, I Joined a Cult, the characters that come to your village are known as Watchers. You'll start the game out with 5 of these Watchers, and you'll realize that each one has their own set of unique statistics. You can see their health, what they like, what they don't like, and if they get injured or not. There is a lot to keep track of in this game. In order to keep everyone happy and in a good mood, you're going to have to manage this place the best you can. After you've learned about Watchers, you're going to learn about how the building process in this game works, and there are multiple steps involved with creating in this game. First, you'll lay a foundation, put a door on it so Watchers can enter, and then decide what kind of building it's going to actually be. You can create bedrooms for your Watchers to sleep, a kitchen for them to eat in, a bathroom for obvious reasons, and a ton of other buildings can be created as well. There are research facilities where you can learn more and more, meditation rooms where your Watchers can get all zen, and of course a place of worship where you'll receive donations. It does seem like a lot, and it is, but to the game's credit, it mostly does a great job of teaching you what needs to go where and how to place things, and generally just how the game works. I didn't really feel too confused thanks to some handy tutorials, though it is a lot to remember. Your Watchers will also gain experience in a variety of ways, including going out on missions, which will help to increase your cult's public relations. Successful missions bring home fruitful rewards, while failure can result in a Watcher being injured. It will take you about an hour to get through all of these tutorials, like I mentioned, but the game does eventually open up and things will get pretty crazy. You get more Watchers, you have to manage them all, you have to build more and more buildings and grind out money. All the while, the game maintains a really great sense of humor. It's a little much for old gamer Joe's brain to comprehend and manage at once, but I do think fans of simulation style games won't feel nearly as in over their heads as I did. Actually, despite this not being my usual genre, I did find myself getting into the game a little bit. The game has some really creative ideas, a good sense of humor, and a fun, colorful art style that brings it all together. This is accompanied by a really chill, almost 70s sounding soundtrack layered into the background, which I thought was really cool. If you are a fan of this genre and you wouldn't mind seeing it turned on its head a little bit, something a little bit out of left field, maybe check this one out as it's now available in Steam Early Access. It's certainly something different, but I must be honest, my head hurts a little bit. I think I've been brainwashed. Thanks. Thank you so much for watching the latest video from I Dream of Indie. We would now like to take a moment to pay tribute to our great indie warriors. Mitchell Hall, Bunny, Kevalo, Bill Tcaz, Christian Cruz, Strict9, Chris Jackson, Nathan Moore, Peach, Adriana Amato, CJR, PSC, C. Coyle, Skeptism, Jen Rose, Jesse, CPM, Julian Colbus, and JRS the 8th. Thank you so much for all you do for independent developers, publishers, and for I Dream of Indie. Everybody else, please head down to the description box below. Let's defeat the gaming echo chamber and bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming.